Good morning. Good morning. Can everybody hear me? Awesome. Rachel, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Well, I'm going to just give it a few more seconds and then see if anyone else hops on, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Sounds good.
Good morning, Vanity. Good morning, Adolfo. How's it going? So before we get started, Vanity, were you on the last Google workshop?
Last week?
No, we had a Google 101 workshop to kind of, do you remember the Google 101? Oh, okay. It's okay. So what I'm going to do, so everyone here, if you guys haven't set up your Google business page, we did a workshop on it, I believe it's 2 or 3 weeks back. And it pretty much covers all of the basics of, setting up your Google page for your real estate business. It's really important to have those in place. If you're on this call, it's okay, because this is actually going to show how to leverage your Google My Business account. So that way we can, make sure it's optimized, make sure it's on the top of the charts, and ultimately get more reviews on your Google page. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can get started. And good morning, David.
Good morning. Hey, Tristan, the link you sent out via text isn't working. And the one on
really?
Facebook.
Okay, I will have to let them know.
I fixed the one on Facebook. I posted the correct link, but obviously I can't fix the text. So.
Okay, all right, perfect. Thank you.
Good morning.
All right, so can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So this whole workshop today, it's going to be kind of quick, but it's going to be going over the benefits of more Google business reviews. So before I get started, who already has, does anyone have a lot of reviews on their Google page? Is anyone already leveraging it?
Actually, Tristan, I joined this call because I wanted to hear your opinion on it. I've actually had Google and Facebook reviews turned off for years just because I didn't trust whether they could be from verified sources or not. So I'm very curious to hear your opinion on it, whether or not I should go for it.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, that's why I wanted to have this, have this class, because I think it's really important because, I'll go over it in the further slides, but when you think about it, I mean, anytime that I use a service, or anytime, whether, wherever you're going, you're going to check out on Google, look them up and see, maybe if how many people they've worked with. I think it shows us like a sense of credibility. And then ultimately, when people look up your name on Google, you're going to want that to be up there with a lot of reviews. So I think it's really important to have that. I know one of the biggest things that people fear is actually, like anyone may be doing like a 1-star, 2-star review. And, those will happen at times, but we need to just make sure that we overcome them with a ton of 5-star reviews. So yeah, I'm pro Google reviews. I think they're really good for you when it comes to like your page, being on the top of the charts. When people look up real estate agent, it helps with the Google search and everything. So they're very helpful. So basically everything that we're going to be covering today is why we need more reviews. So it's really important to have, just like I said earlier. Another thing is the 3 ways to get more Google reviews. So I noticed that, sometimes when you're doing a transaction and stuff, sometimes it's kind of even difficult to ask for a review. So I really want to break down like some approaches so that way we can make sure, you're asking them, it's more casual with your clients after you've closed with them. And, ultimately, so you just start building it up over time, because I am going to show you guys a strategy today to, possibly get 20 to 100 reviews in the next 7 days. But you guys need to make sure that you guys have automations in place to make sure, so let's say you have a past client in your CRM and you switch them to a past client. You guys should have something going out, asking them for a review if they had a great experience with you. You can add the links also to other social media platforms. If they had a great experience, they'll probably go on all of them, comment to you guys, and say how amazing you guys are as real estate agents. And then the third thing is I'm going to give you guys the PDF as well, but I'm going to just go over a plug and play templates to get 20 plus reviews in 7 days. And then I'm also going to give you guys the email template to send out to all of your clients after you've done a closing. All right, so I'm going to do a quick introduction. So my name's Tristan. I'm the digital marketing specialist at Best Homes Real Estate. I've been here for over 2 years now, and I've been helping agents scale their business online for about over 4 years. One thing that we really specialize here at Best Homes is we help agents close an extra 10 plus deals through paid advertising with the department, and we've also helped agents close over 100K in commissions through social media posting. So I kind of cover all the digital marketing stuffs, and that's kind of why I'll be covering the Google reviews workshop today. So the 3 reasons why we need more reviews. The first reason is your prospects are probably going to Google you. They're probably going to check, every single platform. They're probably going to go on Zillow. They're going to go on your Facebook. They're going to go on your Google. And you just want to make sure that it's fully optimized. I mean, think about if you look up your name and on your Google My Business, you don't have your headshot. You don't have good photos attached to it. And then ultimately you don't have reviews. People are going to kind of question, like, should I actually go with this agent? And, a lot of people are going to be finding their buyer or their listing agent online nowadays. It won't be off the first, the first time you meet or speak with them, but it's going to matter because this is your first impression with them, and you want to make sure that you have all of these reviews so that you look professional when people look you up on Google. The second thing is Google reviews are one of the most trustworthy platforms for reviews, in my opinion. So David, like you said, I know that you worry that maybe that you don't know if they're reliable sources or not, but Google actually checks that pretty heavily. They want to make sure that, none of the reviews are spam. If it's not a real account, you most likely can go in and report it and they will remove it. But you do want to make sure that you have Google reviews, because it's also another way that Google gains your trust as a business. And when you get that, when you're on Google's side, it could be very beneficial if people are looking you up on, YouTube, people are looking you up on Google. So just make sure to kind of get those reviews going so that you can be more trustworthy, and, your clients or potential clients will be more trustworthy towards you when they see you with all the reviews on Google. Another thing is when you are actively getting Google reviews, it actually shows that you're an active agent. So like if you were to look up real estate agents in Phoenix, and then maybe you see a ton of agents, and one that has 100 reviews and he's gotten reviews in the past, 3 days, 3 months, you know that he's actively working, you know that he's actively keeping clients happy, you know that they're also actively, in the field and trying to, help more families day after day. So there's 3 basic ways that I think are really helpful when it comes to getting more reviews. The first thing is I would always ask their clients right after their closing, especially if it was a good experience with them. There's different ways you can do this. There's an email template that I have for emailing out if you guys want to use it. And, you don't have to be too pushy about it. I'll show you guys in the template. You just have to break it down and just ask them, how was your experience with me? If you had a good experience with me, I'd love to help more people like you. So if you could just leave a review of your experience with me, during the buying process, it would really help me with my business. And, most people will be willing to do that, especially if you help them out. They're going to be happy. They just closed on their home or they just sold their home. So make sure to do that. And another thing too, that I would do if I were you guys is I know some people give a lot of like postcards and stuff to whoever like closed and everything. So I think it's important too, if you're sending like a card over to them and congratulating them, to also maybe attach like a QR code to actually have that link there for them to leave the review on the postcard, or whatever you decide to give them. Just make sure you have a way for them to like scan a QR code. It takes them straight to the Google review link and then they can leave it there. Another thing that you can do that isn't too aggressive is sending out a reminder to leave a review. So something you could do maybe once a month is sending out, the steps, like, hey, if you haven't left me a Google review, if you haven't left us a Google review and had a good experience with us, I just kind of wanted to show you guys the quick steps on how to do that if you haven't already. So you can go ahead and send them, step 1, and you just show them the link. They click on the link. You then can send them, through whatever process you want with that. And then the third thing, which is what we're going to be covering today, is sending out a mass email campaign to your past clients. So has anyone here done any campaign or tried to, get a fast review process going on your Google account? Anybody? All right. Well, just out of curiosity, how many people here have worked with at least, have you guys worked with, 10 to 20 clients in the past? Because if you have, this is going to be a really easy tool to use. It is a little more aggressive, but it's a little more fun too, in my opinion, when it comes to getting these reviews from the people. They get something in return, which is why I really want to push this one. So before I actually show you guys, I just wanted to share these steps with you guys on how to actually get the Google review link. If you Google this too, it's really easy. You just go into the Google Business Profile Manager. If you, whatever profile you want to use for the Google reviews, make sure to select that one. And then it'll be a home button. Make sure to click the home button on the top left. And then there should be a little card. I believe it's on the right-hand side, and it'll allow you, it says get more reviews. And then when you copy that code, whenever they click on it, it's going to just show the Google review forum for them, and they can just put it in directly. So does anyone have any questions on that, or how to get the Google review link? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Google review template so you guys can see. All right, so here's the Word doc that I came up with just so you guys can use it. I ultimately want this as just like a plug and play for you guys. If you guys are using a CRM and you guys have past clients, anytime that you turn them to a past client, I really recommend that you guys have an email, and it doesn't have to be exactly like this, but something like this that will go out to them every time you've had a transaction with them. So the one that I put is hi, first name. I am working on optimizing my online presence in an effort to attract and serve more people like you. If you could help me out, give me and my team a review on your experience with us, I would appreciate it very much. We want to work with more people like you. Your comments will help other clients who have been where you were to get where you are now and help us out too. To submit your review, simply click the link below and please leave your experience with me. Then you could just attach the Google review link here like I had in the previous steps. And then you put, I truly appreciate your help. I'm grateful for all of your support. Sincerely, agent name. So does anyone have anything like this set up in place right now? Does anyone have any recommendations when actually asking for Google or for reviews? Has anyone tried maybe something outside of the emails where it could really help any of them? Susan, I know you have a lot of reviews. What is your strategy to get more reviews?
I call them.
You call them?
Call them.
Awesome.
And also to check on them to see how they're doing, how is the house, how they're enjoying in the home, and if they have any questions or if something come up. But
Okay.
I usually call in and, at the end, I tell them that I will appreciate their review if they can send it to me. So they do like, and I told them it doesn't have to be anything, fancy or anything, because they ask me, what do what should I say? And I say, just your experience with me. So they, that's how they send me. And I told them, if it's easy for you in a text, just send it to me in a text and, I'll, because sometimes they're like, but I don't know what to say. I want it to look proper. And I was like, just send it to me and, and I'll fix it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why also too, that Google review link could even be really helpful for you, because they'll just click it and then it sends them straight to the form. They click 5 stars and then they'll just write 1 sentence, submit, and then you already have it there for you.
Yeah, I want to call all of them.
Yeah. And especially as you keep getting busier and busier, it's probably good that you do follow up with those calls, but maybe you can get it more, just through the whole transaction process once you're done by having something like this in your CRM go out to them right after they've closed with you. So the next thing I want to go over is how to get 20+ reviews in the next 7 days. So this is something, there's actually been agents who've done this at the brokerage and they've actually filled up their Google review account. It's a little more aggressive, but it's also a little more fun if you have a lot of past clients and you want to, at least get an extra 20 reviews on your Google page. So the whole point of this part is to, get them excited about it. It's a way to, what I would do is upload all of your past clients in your CRM and make sure that you have them all set up for, put them on this specific automation. So the first day, what you'll do is you're going to just get them excited about it. So the whole goal for this is to make sure, we're going to blast it to about, let's say you have 100 past clients, you're going to blast it to them. And you're just going to offer them something in return for actually giving a Google review with you. So this example is, hey, everyone, I know this might sound crazy, but I made it a goal to have 50 reviews on Google in the next few days. If you have ever had a good experience with me in the past, would you mind leaving us a quick review on Google? Even if it's just 1 sentence, we would really appreciate it. To make things more fun, everyone that leaves us a review will be entered to win a $100 gift card to wherever you choose. Click here to leave us a review on Google. Winner will be announced next week. Your support means the world to us, and your agent name. So what you could do is you could start with this email, send it out to all of your past clients. And, you have an incentive now when they actually give a Google review to, they're going to be entered into a drawing. So it'll make it more fun for them. And, it'll cost, $50, $100, but it goes a lot longer of a way to have 20 to 50 Google reviews. And, this is the most organic way to do this. The second day is you can act like you replied to the email and just say, hey, did you get my email from yesterday? There are only a few hours left, so we wanted to send out one last reminder. And you could say, see yesterday's email below, which will repeat everything that you said about that giveaway. And then after a couple of days, you could just say, we're still a few days away, ... We're still a few days away from reaching our goal of 50 reviews on Google. If you haven't had the chance yet, would you mind leaving us a super quick review on Google? Even one short sentence would help us out so much. Click here to leave us a review on Google. P.S. Everyone that left us a Google review will be entered into a raffle to win a $100 gift card from XYZ. Winner will be announced next week. So you guys can do this. This will be the third email that goes out, and it'll go to everyone, all of your past clients. You're going to want to make sure that you send this out again. And then day 6 is thank you. I just wanted to say thank you. We cannot believe the support we have gotten from you over the past week. To say that we are excited about all of the reviews we have received is an understatement. Since we're sitting so close to reaching our huge goal of 50 reviews on Google, we wanted to do one final push, only a few away. If you haven't had the chance yet, would you mind leaving us a super quick review on Google? Even one short sentence would be great. There's the link. You remind them again that you're going to be offering a $100 gift card to, they're going to be entered into a raffle if they submit a Google review. The last one is, you'll just announce the $100 gift card, who the winner is, and thank everyone who's participated. And, you could just say you're extremely grateful for the support. And, when you were able to go through all of the reviews, it was truly special to you, and you can thank them. And that would be it for the campaign. But this right here, I really think, especially if you guys have had a good amount of clients in the past, I think this is a great way to jumpstart your Google account. If you don't have any reviews, it'll be done fast. You'll have it within 7 days. So if you don't have any right now, but you have a lot of past clients, try this out. Get a gift card, and then just copy and paste these emails and send them out to your SOI and your past clients. I guarantee that you guys will get 20 and maybe even up to 50 reviews by doing this specific strategy. Does anyone have any questions about it?
No, I just the only thing is that what if the emails go to the junk and they never see it?
So what you could do is, what I would do actually is, let's say you sent out the first email and then it went to junk. Send them a text on the automation too, and say, hey, I'm super excited. I'm giving away, I'm doing a little raffle for all of my past clients, offering $100 Amazon gift card. Did you just get my last email? And if you didn't, check your spam box. So just let them know. So that way they'll go back, they'll check their spam box if it did go there and see it. And then that way, after that, they'll be able to keep checking it. And it's not aggressive either. You're just reminding them, hey, have a raffle, and doing that. So that's how I would go about it if you are worried about that and get a lot of people going to spam. And honestly, I would just throw that in there either way, just in case. So that's a good point.
I had a question, maybe a question for the group as well. What are the thoughts on people sending these links to partners that you've worked with, like lenders, such as that? Is that a thing? David or Susan, do you guys suggest anything in regards to that? Or Christy?
I have in the past. I mean, some of my best reviews came from sort of partners. So I think, as long as Google allows it, I don't see a problem with it. I think it's great to know that peers, some of my best referrals have come from real estate attorneys and title people. So, I mean, that's good to have those kind of people who know the industry referring you out and, being happy with your business.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah.
For anyone who missed that, overall, I think sometimes you can
leverage the lender partner or anyone you really work closely. I don't know about, even on the other agent, if you're trying to bring them on your part, you join you or something. I don't know, but I think sometimes they leave really fab reviews, and in turn, if I work with a great lender, in turn, I'm going to do the same thing for him or her. So you just build that confidence, and people are looking and searching for you like any great business. So just thought of that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, Melissa and David. That's a great point. I think I don't know about, I might correct me if I'm wrong, but let's say you guys are working with, we're looking for a referral or someone to give a referral out to. You'd probably Google the agent, or, you'd Google whoever they've worked with, and seeing them have good results from other agents might, be more enticing for them to actually give you that referral because they see that you've worked very well with other agents. So I think all reviews are good. All it is going to do is, break that foundation and, develop that trust with whoever it is, whether it's an agent, title rep, mortgage, and clients. So I would definitely reach out to everyone, get the reviews up, because you don't know which review is going to connect with people. And that's why I'm always heavy on, make sure you're sharing your experience, make sure they're sharing their experience that they had with you, because their experience is unique compared to everyone else's. And if they share that unique experience, it might connect with a buyer or seller on a different level than it would with most of the other reviews. So, it's really important that they do that. So that way, you can pass that, the three-step transition: know you, like you, and trust you. They're going to trust you like right away if they see that you've helped someone in their exact circumstances. So that was a great question, Melissa.
I think another thing too is most people don't Google themselves, but if you Google yourself, you'll be surprised on the competitors you find. Or if you Google David Roney, Google Peter Castellucci, Kepler Baldi, they're agents within our brokerage, and they have they have their own Google page. So you'll see how they pop up right away when you do it. Or if you're big on sharing your landing links, it automatically pops up. Or have a friend or a peer just Google you, so you have a gist of how it's working. And people who've aggressively done that 7-day thing you did, one of our agents had done it, and with Pete Castellucci, and he sure enough he definitely got a lot of reviews.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find, let's see if we can find his on Google. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, right there.
So right here, yeah, so he got 33 Google reviews from doing this. So, I mean, as you guys can see, it does play a part when people look at it. And then what they can do is they can click on here, and then people can just read about all of their experiences. But imagine if you're like a random agent and your Google is your preferred platform, and you're just going through all these, something might connect with them. So yeah, definitely try this out. And who here is going to be willing to, who's going to try out that email campaign, just to see if they'll get more Google reviews? Awesome. All right. Well, I mean, that's all I have for everything. My main point today is just to let you guys know that, Google reviews are important. And I just wanted to show you guys the fastest way to get as many as possible if you're not currently doing it. And that's why I wanted to cut straight to the chase with this PDF. So what I'm going to do is I'll share this as a PDF on the Facebook video in the live stream, so that way you guys can use this. And then I'll also send it to, if you signed up through Eventbrite, I'll make sure to send it through your email there. Adolfo, just saw you raised your hand.
Hey, Tristan. So good tips. I appreciate it. Now, would it be overkill? Because I tried sending some reviews for like Zillow, because a lot of people use Zillow as well. Would it be overkill, I guess, to duplicate that if you're requesting for Google and Zillow? Because a lot of people, a lot of agents I see that have reviews on Zillow versus Google.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on where you want to focus on and everything. If you think a lot of people are looking you up on Zillow, what you could do, which I think would be another good strategy, is you offer like a $50 gift card for each one. So like maybe you get $50 if you leave a review on Zillow, and then you're also entered to win the raffle for $100 if you do it on both. So you could do a strategy like that, and that way you could get more. I mean, me personally, I think the things to focus on are the ones that, you know, we have like more control of. Like I like having Facebook reviews. I think getting those, it's very organic. You know, making sure that you have them on Google too. That's really important because ultimately I feel like most with the Zillow people, they already kind of have like a lot of control of like who they're showing everything to. And when you have a lot of Google reviews, it's at least going to bump your, you know, your SEO up. And when people search real estate agent in your city with Zillow, they probably already have their preferred people. So that's why I would kind of just step away from that. But I mean, if you do want to have that there, it never hurts to have reviews on multiple platforms. Yeah, just throw it in there as like an extra part of your raffle that you're doing.
Got it. Thanks. And then the last question, you might have gone over this, but do you have to create like the address, like a location, like if it's the home address where, you know, at Best Homes, or how do we, or just the name, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I actually what we did is we actually had a Google workshop on like setting up the whole thing. So like if you don't have a Google My Business page set up yet with like the address, the photos and all of that, I'll attach the link. I'll find the live stream in the workshop. Oh, I think Melissa's, let's see. Oh yeah, so Melissa just added the link. So if you go into the comment section, that bit.ly link should take you to the whole setup process. So that way you can have that done.
Got it. Thanks.
Melissa or Tristan, I think I set it up 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if you guys got because we had to get a code, right? To activate our profile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. So we'll have to check to see. That way we can yeah, because once you have that, you can just start sending out the link. And I mean, while we're here, if you guys want to see, can you guys see my screen still?
Yeah.
Okay. Google. I'm going to see if I can just show you guys the quick link if you already have one set up. So this one's already verified. So I'm just going to go see your profile. Or wait. Click right here. And then the way it works is, so you'll be on the home page, and then this one has to get your first review. So what you would do, but it would word it differently if you already have reviews, but you'll just click right here. So share review form, you copy that. And then what's neat is when people click on it, it'll pop up like this. And then they'll be able to do it directly there. They set it up right on the spot. They can add any photos with their experience with you if you want to. So you can even throw that in there. And then, yeah, after that, they're done. So really fast process. It's honestly a lot easier than most ways to give reviews. And it's one of the most trustworthy places. So that is how to do that. But yeah, I mean, so that's it for today. I hope that you guys do utilize that. It's a great tool in order to get a lot of reviews if you don't have any right now. And, you know, if you don't have like a ton of past clients, get creative. Think of people you've just worked with. You know, think of like lenders, you know, real estate agents you've worked with, like Melissa said, people that are in your industry that can maybe just kind of give you a quick shout out and let people know that you're a real person. You're trustworthy, you're great to work with, and you know their experience with you.
Thanks, Richard. Can you email us that Word doc?
Yes, I'll email that to you guys.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. So if you guys have any questions, you know, like Melissa did, she put the link there if you guys don't have your Google My Business page set up. And then, yeah, make sure to copy and paste these templates and give it a shot, and then let me know how it goes.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, man.
Have a good one.